first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, I'd like to say welcome. What's going on, man? Hey, man. First of all, if anybody on here yet, I don't see anybody, but when anybody come in here, I got beef with y'all, cause y'all let me close out the day without hollering at Spilene. What up with that? Anyway, man, if this is your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, I still want to say welcome and give you a nice hearty thank you for always tuning in, hanging out with me and my guy Spidey back here. He's chilling by the window. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Robertson. Y'all get on Al Gore's internet every single day. We've been doing this for a minute now. We started on YouTube in 2022, started on IG back in 2021. But we've been doing it for a minute, man. Me and the gang ain't been hanging out. But I get on Al Gore's internet every single day, except for Saturday, and I talk about the price action dealing with the S&P 500, the SPY, the ES futures, whatever dealing with the SP 500. That's what we talk about. And I share the techniques that I trade, prime 99.99.99% of ICT concepts. If that sounds like something you're interested in, come hang out with us. Y'all know what I was just trying to say. Come hang out with us on a daily basis and talk about this price action. Speaking of the price action, Spilene, where you at? What's up, Cool It? What's going on? What's going on? Cool it now. Ooh, watch out. What's going on, man? Speaking of price action, let's go over here and share the screen. Share the screen and get right into it. Share the screen and get right into it. Share the screen and get right. Since we didn't get a chance to holler at our friend today, let's go over here and talk to our friend. If you don't know who our friend is, we wrote a song for Wanna Hear It, Here It Go. There it is on the screen. They go the lyrics on the screen. Sing it with me now. Spilene, Spilene, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? I ain't seen you since last year. I ain't seen you since 2022, Spilene. How you doing, girl? Man, Spilene done gapped up crazy, gapped up at last week's high, right? That we was talking about on the live. We talked about making a run on the buy side, and we did. We took out last week's high. Last week's high on SPY was 384.35, and then today we gapped up and opened at 384.37. So that means we gapped up above last week's high, right? Made a new high today of 386.43, and we took out Friday's low. So we took out Friday's high, last week high, and Friday's low, all within one day. Very volatile day. January, the first trading day of January. Last year, if I'm not mistaken, let's go back and check it. Let's go back and check it. If I'm not mistaken, what's up, RM? What's going on, RM? You in the building? Let's go back and check it. If I'm not mistaken, let's go back. Let's go back, way back in time. So, it was Tuesday. It was the second trading day of last year. So, last year, Tuesday, the second trading day of the year, we made the yearly high on the SPY. The yearly high on the SPY. The yearly high on the... Wouldn't it be cool if today we made the yearly low on the SPY? Don't say Tim said we made the yearly low today. I was just saying, wouldn't it be cool? Because last year, on the first day, hey, well, we didn't take out the weekly high. We didn't take out the weekly high. Last year, on the first trading day, we took out that Friday's high and that Friday's low. We gapped up, took out Friday's high, took out Friday's low, but we didn't take out the weekly high. The next day, we took out the weekly high, and set a new high, and that ended up being the high of the year. We fell from then. From then forward, we fell down. Burn, burn out. We fell down. So today, in true volatile fashion, you see how it was volatile last year. We gapped up, took out Friday's high, took out Friday's low, right? And then, but we ended green on the first day last year. This year, getting the screen. This year, we gapped up, took out Friday's high and the weekly high, took out Friday's low, and we closed red this year. So let's see how this plays out. Let's see how it plays out. Like I said, volatile day we took out. Let's adjust these lines. We got a new box top. I'm not changing the box bottom because we did not take out the sell side. We did take out the buy side. So we took out the weekly buy side and delivered it to the daily sell side, right? Whenever I'm looking at my PD arrays, shout out ICT. When we take out a PD array on one level, I like to see it deliver to a PD array the next level down. So I'm happy with how we traded today. Very technical trading. We took out a weekly swing high and we delivered to a daily swing low. And you can tell that it was stops ran on both sides because look at the long wick after taking out the weekly sales buy side and look at the long wick after taking out the daily sell side. Did I say buy side up here? Took out weekly buy side, took out daily sell side. So we took out a weekly PD array in the premium of the week, in the premium of the day, in the premium of the month, because this is our middle of the road for the monthly, right? This is our monthly top. This is our monthly bottom. This is equilibrium for the monthly. So we were in a premium on the monthly, daily, and weekly. Took out weekly sales buy side, delivered to daily sales side in the premium for all three. I mean, in the discount for all three. Slight discount on the monthly, extreme discount for the daily, extreme discount for the weekly. So I'm happy with how the SPY traded today. Very technical trading. I'll just stick that there. No biggie. No biggie. Bring it to the front. Visual order, send backwards. Send backwards again. I'm just going to send it to the back in a minute. Come on now. Okay, send to the back. Hey, am I sending the wrong thing to the back? Send to back. Okay. Bring to front. All right. Okay. Let's do it this way. All right. Maybe it was there the whole time and I just couldn't see it. I don't mind me. Just adjusting these lines here. So the weekly equilibrium going to stay the same. The daily going to adjust some. Run the field. If for anybody who don't know how to set the equilibrium for the dealing range. So the daily dealing range, I'm going from the high of the day to the low of the day. And the equilibrium on today is 382 13. So we'll put that at 382.13. Double check it. 382.13. That is it. That is it. Don't need the fib no more. So thank you, Spylene, for hanging out with us. So we went both ways today. So let's see if tomorrow we get a new weekly high or a new weekly low. If we get a new weekly high tomorrow, we can potentially be setting up for a bearish week. If we get a new weekly low tomorrow, come down here run this sell side, run the weekly sell side. Maybe we could be setting up for a potentially bullish week. So let's see what tomorrow brings for SPY Lane. Let's go over here and look at the ES. Since we already on Trading View, I'll just stay on Trading View. I'll just stay on Trading View. Got a slight gap down. Got a slight gap down on the ES. Looks like it. Yes. So 1600 close right there. And we opened up there. Just a slight gap down from the 1600 close. Slight gap down from the 1700 close also. So let's see if we push down, make a weekly low, and continue to be bullish. Let me set this again. New week high. Same thing. Daily. Equilibrium. And then we'll get into the price action. 38.60.75. 38.60.75. $38.60.75. What's up, Kevo? Delete that. All right, weekly same. Okay, let's drop down and look at the price action. Price. Let's go down to a 60-minute real quick. 1 hour. Shout out to everybody that's been checking out the DR and IDR. I really didn't get a chance to look at my DR and IDR today, but we'll peek at that while we going through this right here. So real quickly on the 60-minute. Let's go to where we left off today. All right, this is the opening. This is 9 o'clock candle right here. The opening is in here somewhere. As you see, we went up into this hourly order block, sold off heavy sell-off. Came back down to the weekly equilibrium below the monthly equilibrium. Hung out there for a little while, took out sell side, came down into this fair value gap, didn't quite fill it, rejected off of it, and then sold off again, filling the fair value gap, busting through this hourly order block, then hung out there for a slight bit, took out sell side up under this low over here from Friday's low, took out Friday's low, and they had a nice rejection off of it. Pushed back up, failed to get to the is that a fair value gap? Yep, teeny fair value gap right there. Failed to get to it. Next candle, we tested the low again, and then started the reversal into the close of the day. Boom. And then after the close, we pulled back a little bit, and then now after the new day's open, we gap down just a hair, and we're kind of dilly-dallying. Let's go all the way down to 5 minutes so we can look at the IDR also. So we look at the IDR, DR and IDR for the whole entire day, because we didn't get a chance to talk about this today. So looking at the DR, IDR for the Asian range, the Sydney and Asian range, the DR, IDR, we came down, didn't get a confirmation either way. Let me blow it up a little bit so we can see the whole range. Okay, so we didn't get a DR or IDR confirmation until we got a DR confirmation on the 1045 candle, right? We got a DR confirmation to the upside On the 1045 candle, we consolidated at the IDR and DR high up until 1230, 1235, and then we made a move. We made an upside move and then came back down to the fair value gap at the top of the DR range. So that long confirmation was this was the entry based off of the long confirmation from the DR IDR for the Asian range. You could have entered, if you enter on the top of the gap, you could have entered at 105, the 105 candle, the 135 candle, the 140 candle, anywhere like 105 you could have got in, and then from 135 up until 145, 135 up into 210, no, 225 before it made the move. So it was a long drawn out trade, but hey, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's the Asian range going into the London. Long, slow, drawn out, but the confirmation for the DR range on the Asian did hold true. Did it give 10 points? Yes, gave above 10 points, because if you took it on the top of the gap, you needed at least 79.25, and 79.25 would be right here at this fair value gap. So it yielded at least 10 points. So in my book, that is a winner, chicken dinner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, so in the London, we had a confirmation to the upside. Once we got the confirmation to the upside, we never got an entry for the upside. So we got the confirmation to the upside on the London at 405. This is when we took out the buy side liquidity around the same time that we was talking about. We got the confirmation up, but we never got it. We never got an entry to the upside. Never got an entry after taking out the buy side liquidity. Even though we got a confirmation, every entry that was given after that was to the short side, because we came down, got a break in market structure here, retrace back up to this small fair value gap to go short. That's a short entry. Breaking market structure there, back up to this fair value gap. That's a short entry, huge short entry. This right here was looking like it could possibly be a retirement trade, but it went all the way out through it. So I don't know if that voids the retirement trade, because it closed on the outside. It gave a down confirmation. I know the retirement trade usually be a closure below the 50% down to the DR IDR. So we instantly got a confirmation to the downside. And once we got the confirmation to the downside, that panned out here. That's, let's see. If you took it off the open of the fair value gap, 79.25, you would need 69.25. You would not have gotten it, and you would have been stopped out, because your stop loss would have been, even if you put your stop loss here, or if you put your stop loss above the DR, or if you put your stop loss at this high, you would have been stopped out on anything on this fair value gap, unless you took it like way up here. You took it way up here somewhere. Will that yield you 10? You need 79.25. Nope, you wouldn't have got it. Wait a minute, yes, you would have. Yeah, you could have got 10 off of that. If you would have got it way up here somewhere, you would have got 10 off of that. If you took it coming back up trying to go short off of this, that would have gave you 10. But if you would have been shooting for more than 10, like taking the low-hanging fruit, you would have been stopped out. But for me, just shooting for 10, so taking the DR IDR based off of this 910, 915 candle, which I wouldn't have done because it was going into the 930. I don't like to have the position on. If I take it, I want to take it well before 930 so I can be out before that 930 volatility. And then for the New York range, we got a confirmation at 1110 to the downside, and automatic immediately went back to the fair value gap at the bottom of the DR IDR range. If you take it off the bottom of the gap, which is the the DR low, you need 28. Yes, that's well above 10. So that was a successful short off of the DR IDR confirmation on the New York. You got the confirmation to the downside on the 1110 candle. Very next, that's the liquidity run reversal too, right? You come down, you come into the liquidity pool right here. You ran the lows, you make swing high. You make a swing low, make a swing high, break the swing low with some authority. That big candle, very next candle, make a fair value gap, trade back up into the fair value gap. Go short. If you go short off the bottom of the gap, you can put your stop loss above that candle. You know what I'm saying? And so that give you 10 points in that trade. Successful trade based off the DR and then taking the liquidity run reversal entry method after the DR confirmation. And then we consolidated. And again, remember we was talking about once the price range gets balanced and we leave that area with aggression, most of the time it leaves that fair value gap until it goes and handle other business. And if you notice here it again, played out again on this 5-minute candle. We did that, we consolidated here. So we will know, we do know that this area here is balanced, nice and balanced. We take off, right? As soon as we take off, leaving with some aggression, this big up close counter there, we immediately make a fair value gap. And notice this fair value gap did not get closed in, right? It will eventually get closed in, but it's when it leaves that balanced area with force, it tends to not come back to, that's like sort of like a reference point. It's an imbalance, but it's just like this order block is letting you know, hey, I'm gonna come back there for a reason some later time, just not right now, right? And as you see, it's been playing out over and over and over and over. I've been going back ever since ICT put me up on game with that when he said exactly why he knew that fair value gap wasn't going to close on his trade. I'm like, man, I've been talking about balanced price ranges forever, and I never thought to apply it to seeing if they close the fair value gap as soon as they leave that area. Shout out everybody in the Black Spider membership. I posted 2 videos. If you haven't checked it out, I posted 2 videos in the Black Spider membership section. One of them was just my thoughts on the morning price action. I broke down how I woke up late, didn't get a chance to really analyze the market and what my thoughts was on it. And then I broke down a trade that I got into in the afternoon. If you haven't had a chance to go check that out. And shout out to people who hit me up saying that they wanted to get into the membership. Yes, the memberships don't officially start until this Sunday. But again, the memberships aren't necessary. We're still going to do the price action in the morning. We're going to do the price action in the evening. We're just cutting it down to 30 minutes. What the membership brings is starting next Monday for the Black Spider members. I'm doing a live stream called My Trade Day. It's not going to be like a call out service. It's not going to be a trade room. It's just, if you want to look over my shoulder while I trade, I'm just going to be, vocalizing what levels I'm looking at, what entry I'm thinking about taking. If it's my setup, I'll be taking a trade. If it's not my setup, I'll still be calling out the price action of what I see going on. I'm trying to stay disciplined to only stick to my trade. So if I see something setting up off of a breaker, I'll say what I see setting up off the breaker, but I won't take the trade. If it's not my liquidity run reversal entry, I won't be taking a trade, but I'll be talking about what I see in the price action. Also for gold or higher, gold and Black Spider, get a chance to rock with me on Sundays still for my weekend chart prep when I prep my charts and break down what I'm looking for and what I'm wanting the market to do throughout the week. And yeah, man, those the main perks from it. Oh, and then with the Black Spider during the day, from 9:30 to 11 during the day, the link is be in the chat. again, where if you want to pull up and talk to me face to face, or if you want to pull up and share your screen and be like, hey, Tim, check this out. This is what I'm looking at. What you think about that? You know what I'm saying? Then we can rock like that too. Happy New Year to everybody. I saw the YouTube gurus talk about I ain't getting my subscribers because I ain't asking people to subscribe. So if you enjoyed what you saw, man, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Trying to get to 2,500. We wanted to get to 2,500 by my birthday, which was back in August. We didn't make it. But if you like what you saw, man, please subscribe. That's all I got. 6:25. We cutting it down to 30 minutes now. 2023. The 9 a.m. in the is it? It's supposed to be 6:30, don't it, baby? I don't supposed to be live at 6 o'clock. It's supposed to be 6:30. Why you tell me that before I went live? Now I'm saying when you was like, you about to go live, and I was like, yeah, in like 5 minutes. It's funny when you and your wife be going back and forth on live, ain't it? My bad, y'all. My bad. Hey, I jumped on early. I'm sorry. I jollipies. I jumped on early. I jumped on early. My bad. Don't sit up here like I'm sitting up here running my mouth, but I jumped on early. Hey, it'll be there for the folk to check it out. It'll be there for the folk to check it out. Hey, what was I about to do? I can't remember what I was about to do. I don't even know what he's for to go. Y'all know I always be messing up the time, and I'm sitting up here like, wait a minute, I ain't supposed to be on until 6:30. And ain't nobody told me nothing. I'm sorry, y'all. Everybody who pulling up at 6:30, I apologize to everybody who pulled up at 6:30. I apologize to everybody who's pulling up at 6:30. If you just pull it up at 6:27, I jollipies. I'm sorry. Hey, shout out. Oh, I deleted the thing. No, you didn't have the time wrong. You did not have the time wrong. I'm sorry. Do your job, baby. You did not have the time wrong. I messed up. I deleted the thing. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it back. Real quick while we since we out here early. Let me see if I can get it back real quick. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Un momento. Un momento. Here we go. Shout out my folk here. Everybody, like I say, this is not. Hold up. I need y'all over here. This is not necessary, but since y'all did, I want to shout out. Let's go back to the beginning. Happy New Year, Margot. Let's go back to the beginning. Shout out Angela. First out the gate. Shout out Angela. Shout out Angela and her husband. I met Angela in Atlanta. Angela rolled up on me like the feds. I stopped in my track. She rolled up on me like, you got options, huh? You got, like the lady did me at Sam's Club. You got options, huh? I was like, here we go again. But she was just playing with me. Shout out Lil Hawk. Next up the back. Shout out here to learn and share. Here to learn and share. You're slipping. Angela says she coming for your spot. She want to be the note taker in class. Shout out here to learn and share. Shout out Rhonda Green. Shout out Margot. Cool it now. Them all the ones that jumped on it on the first day. Again, the memberships don't officially start until, like, you know, all the extra stuff for the memberships don't officially start until the 8th. But since we had some people jump on as soon as I dropped the video, I start just, you know what I'm saying, I just started doing some of the perks like now, you know what I'm saying, putting up like exclusive videos for them, you know what I'm saying, sharing my thoughts on stuff with them, like the extra stuff, the stuff that I say I'm just gonna dedicate my time to just me, you know what I'm saying, and then the folk that's supporting the channel, you know, I'm just sharing that extra stuff with them too. Cool it. Shout out Cool it. Oh, I said Cool it. Get out of my way, Cool it. Miss MJ. Kareem. Shout out Chris. Shout out Pamela. Shout out Derek. Your name Derek. Who saw golly, not Emmanuel Hudson. Golly, I can't think his name. The one that be on the Country Wayne video. He made the video about the Waffle House thing, and the dude that was interviewing, his name was Derek. What's up, Derek? Yeah, man. Well, shout out Derek. Shout out Will. Shout out RM. Shout out Hines. Shout out Jennifer. Shout out KC. I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am. Oh, these people right here from today. This today. Will today. RM today. Hines today. Shout out everybody pulling up today. Jennifer pulled up today. KC and the Sunshine Band pulled up today. C-Walk. I don't even understand how much C-Walk. C-Walk pulled up today. Kirk Max pulled up. Is that Captain Kirk? Is Kirk Max and Captain Kirk the same person? I don't think so. My nemesis pulled up today. DXM pulled up today. It's Simple MR. That sounds very familiar to me. Laverne pulled up today. Shout out everybody that pulled up and joined the Spider Gang memberships. Again, we're gonna make this, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make this a great 2023. Even if you what's up, Kareem? Even if you join the membership or not, we're gonna make this a vainglorious 2023. We still gonna do the overnight price section. We still gonna do the price section recap. The only thing that I'm not gonna be doing is just staying on the lives for an hour and a half, 2 hours, spilling out all my guts. I'm gonna be, what's up, Angela? I'm gonna be you know what I'm saying, focusing more on my trade. Because like I told y'all, you know what I'm saying, starting at the top of the year, I'm gonna start day trading futures again. I'm getting back to day trading futures. So I'm be utilizing all of my brain's capacity to focus on that. But I'm still, speaking of gems, if you don't know, I clicked the wrong thing. If you do not know, whoa, that's the dude I was talking about right there. His name's Slim Ball MK. Remember that. Is he still looking at it with your Calandra? Tell him the dude named Slim Ball MK. That's the one that be like, you know what I'm saying? When it talk about every time people when they get a new stick, every time they get a stick, yeah, I got the stick with the clip with the that's the dude right there, Slim Ball MK. But if you go to any video that you, let me like my own video you're watching right now, any live video, any pretty much any video in there, I think, but you'll see the ICT concepts lingo playlist, price action playlist, and strategies playlist. All 3 parts are up. All 3 parts of the 3-part series are up. I highly recommend, if you don't know the ICT lingo, look through the ICT lingo playlist and then go back and look at the ICT videos based off of these same PD arrays, right? Go through these right here because I give it to you the exact way that ICT give it to you off of his slide. Then I give it to you the way that I understand it. I advise you to go through and look at these. A lot of people say they are very helpful. A lot of people say they like the way I explain it. Look at these and then go back and get it from ICT the way he talk about it. Just go to his core content videos that he put up and look at the mitigation block, breakers, liquidity voids, fair value gaps. He got them named out. Look at the way he gave it to you. Look at the way I get, so you get a complete understanding of it, right? And then go through and look at the price action one to learn how to find them in price action, the way I look for them in price action, right? Each one, right? And now, here's the big one. The strategies playlist. If you notice, there's only 4 videos in the strategy playlist, right? And the reason why it's only 4 videos in the strategy playlist is because, remember, if y'all remember, I told you when we did a live a while back, I said you already have everything you need by looking at the lingo in the price section to put together your own trading model, your own entry model, right? So with the strategies playlist, I advise you to look at all the videos in order, right? Because in part 1, I break down the way little Timmy Rogers go about building a complete investing / trading strategy, no matter if you're doing it long-term, short-term, options, shares, futures, whatever, right? Tape reading. I break down how I go through reading the tape. What's my, my strategy to like tape reading, meaning watching the price action, watching the candles print, right? Then I go through defining the dealing range because that's very important when you want to make any kind of entries, be it day trading, swing trading, long-term investing. Knowing what dealing range that the algos are on is very important when you're trying to make your entry. It mitigates the amount of drawdown that you take if you're in sync with the algos and you get a good entry. And then how to use the PIM-dash chart, aka the ICT PD array matrix. And then once you understand how to use that matrix, whatever your trading model is that you design for yourself, all you got to do is plug and play the PD array. If you're a fair value gap trader, whatever the price action does this, and hits a fair value gap, and I enter. Price action does this, hits an order block, and I enter. What all you got to do is plug and play the PD array. All the other stuff is what you need to understand in order to build that model. And then you just plug in whatever PD array that you want to use. And then you understand how to use the PIM-dash chart, and you understand how price action is going to look for those PD arrays. And then here's the gag. Once you get proficient at your one setup with your one PD array, you can start to notice, oh, my fair value gap is not there, but there's a breaker. Ha ha. Then you can notice, oh, my breaker's not there, but there's an order block and a fair value gap. Ha ha. There you go. I yield my time. That's all the time I have. Good evening, Lever. Good evening, Lever. Hey, man, that's all I got. Hopefully I was able to share something that was of use to someone. Again, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. We're trying to get to 2,500. If you are interested in join one of the memberships, if not, I appreciate you for supporting the channel with your views and your likes. And I'll see you in the morning at 9 o'clock. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Tonight's dinner discussion started early. If you missed, you can rewatch the replay. Thank you, baby. I think that would be you can watch the replay. I really think that would be you can watch the replay. And then after you watch the replay, you can rewatch the replay. I got you. I know where you was going with that. You was thinking about once they see it, they're going to like it and they're going to want to rewatch it. Hey, man, I'll see y'all in the morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the overnight price action. Gone.